I've said it before and I'll say it again. When it comes to influence, persuasion, and human communication, most people overthink it. They get too caught up in trying to be salesy and trying to be cute and trying to be slick, and that ultimately winds up turning people off. Instead, if you just get a basic understanding of human nature and human psychology and build off of that, influential communication becomes a lot easier and a lot simpler. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a very simple hypnotic language pattern that persuades people to think what you want them to think. Hey guys, my name is Paul Macetta, and I'm a researcher in the field of human communication. So if you like learning about things like influence, persuasion, and human communication, then go ahead and consider subscribing. And by the way, I'm going to put a link in the description to my book, The Black Book of Hypnotic Language Patterns, where you will not only learn the pattern I'm going to share with you today, but you're also going to learn 100 more just like it. So if that's something you're interested in, go click the link in the description. So let's jump right in. So as I said in the introduction of this video, a lot of times people really overthink influential and persuasive communication. They get too caught up in the technique and how they're going to use it and how it's going to affect the other person, where instead it's better to just have a basic understanding of human nature, human psychology, how people think and how they behave, because that's going to equip you to choose the best technique or communication avenue possible to get the result that you want. And so the hypnotic language pattern that I'm going to share with you today is called the cause and effect pattern. And this works because the human mind makes sense of the world through cause and effect. Cause and effect is one of the ways that the human mind makes sense of reality, and it's one of the ways that we start to form beliefs and truths. So, for example, you learn at a very early age that if you touch a hot stove, you will get burned. So the cause is you touching the stove, and the effect is the burn on the skin. Well, as we get older, we become more and more conditioned to understand that almost every effect in life is attached to some sort of cause. And so because people fundamentally think like this, and because they fundamentally understand that every effect has a cause and every cause has an effect, when you start utilizing that in your communication becomes that much more powerful. So what the cause and effect pattern does is it just simply links two elements together. So specifically, how you use this is you're linking together an action that you want the listener to take with the result that they want. So again, if you're communicating with somebody and you understand what the result is that they want, what the outcome is that they want, what they value, what they are looking for, what they feel is in it for them, and then you link a behavior that you want them to take to that result, well, now you've created a connection between cause and effect. So, for example, if I know that my audience values the ability to be an excellent communicator, and more specifically, they value the ability to be able to influence and persuade people subtly, what I would tell them is the techniques that I'm going to share with you in the Black Book of Hypnotic Language Patterns are going to enable you to persuade just about anyone subtly but effectively without them realizing what's going on. So what I've done is I've chained and connected the behavior to the desired outcome, and because the mind works based on cause and effect, this makes sense to the listener. Another example of how this could work really well is if, let's say, you are a personal trainer and you know that it's important for your client to stay consistent with their workouts. in order for them to get the overall result that you want them to get. So you would say something like, because you've been consistent with your workouts, that's why you're starting to see results now. So for example, let's say a client comes to you and they want to lose 20 pounds in 90 days. And you know that in order for them to realistically lose that 20 pounds in 90 days, they're going to have to be consistent with their workouts. When they immediately start losing some weight, you want to tie that to the fact that they're already being consistent, so that they understand that the result of them losing weight is directly correlated to the fact that they've been consistent. And so now they can continue being consistent. So again, how this works and how you use this to your advantage is, first and foremost, you need to know what the result is that your end listener or audience or prospect desires, what they value, what they see as beneficial to them. And then you need to be clear on what the action is that you want them to take. And then you need to tie that action to the thing that they see as valuable. Because again, what this is going to do is leverage that natural connection that's already existing in their mind about how cause and effect works. Guys, if you got value from this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and then hit the bell notification so you get updated when I release more videos like this.